guys, it's X. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching. On today's video, we are going to be talking about ways to reduce stress and things and tips that I do to decrease stress. So before you swipe me away or click me out of this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for all your support on my channel. So one thing that I always get asked is, how are you all happy all the time? And how are you so hyper all the time? And I think this has definitely changed over the years as I've matured. I know definitely years ago this was not my life. I've definitely always been a hyper person, but when it comes to being happy all the time, it definitely was like a learning curve and just growth throughout my life. I feel like emotionally I had to just grow up, learn how to handle my emotions. I definitely remember like not even being able to talk to my boss without like bawling or crying because I would get so mad and so frustrated, and I just didn't know how to deal with those emotions. And finally I just learned and grew up and decided that I don't want to be an unhappy person. If there is something in your life that you don't like, change it. If you don't like your job, get a new one. If you're unhappy in your relationship, be single. Like, there is just so much that I have learned and grown from over the years that has just genuinely made me a happier person. And I've seen and suffered so much trauma in my life that you can either manifest in the negative things that have happened to you, or you can grow from them and contribute to something positive. And that's exactly what I feel like I have done. I've seen so much ugly, and I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a contributor of the negative things in the world. So I've decided to just be happy and be healthy and take care of myself in all aspects of life. So the first tip that I am going to suggest is every morning when I wake up, I stretch for at least 15 minutes. I put on classical music. Right now, my favorite is Return to Scottish Moors by Jeff Victor, I believe. And then I love Celtic music by Lorena McKennitt. I don't remember the name of her album that I listen to, but I literally roll out my yoga mat, and for 15 minutes before I work out, I stretch. I used to have a lot of back pain every night, like from turning patients and from working out. Like, I would have a lot of back pain, and I swear since I started stretching like 15 minutes a day before and after my workout, sometimes before I go to sleep, I haven't had crazy back pain like that anymore. So that is one thing that I just like to kind of get in my own world, listen to the music, and I will just in a form of like meditation, like just release all the negative energy and stretch it out. The next tip I have for you is exercise. Like, exercise, I've noticed that since I started exercising every day, I have just been happier. I have more energy, as if I need any more. But any type of physical exercise, especially hiking for me. My mom actually got this. It's a canvas. It's actually, I don't know exactly what it's called. Someone please tell me. It's one of those like dressing dividers that folds up in 3. She got it for me when I got into nursing school back in 2014 because I used to hike 3 to 4 times a week, and I couldn't go hiking anymore because I was so busy. So she bought me this, and as you can tell, there's another side to it. It has a different picture, but it is a canvas of the woods. And when I feel like there is just too much stress on me, or I just feel sad, like I go out in nature, I soak up the sun, like they're so pretty, it clears my mind. Like, I always tell people that the mountains hold all my secrets, and this is true because anytime I'm stressed or want to cry about something or feel like the weight of the world has just become too much, I go hiking and I just feel better. I go by myself, I listen to music, I walk around, I look at all the beautiful things in life, and I see all the like little bunnies and lizards, and it just makes me happy. Like, it just like clarifies my soul. Like, just makes me feel better. I also love to swim. Like, I don't know why before, when I was stressed, like I would just go swimming, and something about being underwater just made me feel a whole lot better. Other things that I do when I started being home isolation in quarantine a few months ago, I decided to take up journaling. So my aunt did give me this, I think for my birthday or for Christmas or something, and I have so many journals, but I never actually written in one like consistently. So I made it a point to at least take 15 minutes a day to write something in my journal and just get all my thoughts out, leave it in there. And then I also started reading. So right now I'm reading The Diary of Anne Frank. I bought a ton of books that I like read in high school, like Go Ask Alice and stuff like that, and this was one of them. And you know, I just thought it'd be a great idea to at least start incorporating different types of stress relievers in my life. So that was definitely one of them. Another thing is essential oils. We were donated these when COVID first hit by, it was my coworker's friend, but the brand is doTERRA. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I know essential oils are good for many different things. So I think lavender is the best like aromatherapy for like stress. So I use those. And then I also have a burner. I didn't know that you're not supposed to burn these. I mean, it said we use for aromatherapy. Diffuse aromatically. That's what I thought was okay to burn. So I thought I was able to burn these. Comment below if I'm wrong. I mean, what else do you do? But I don't have exactly a diffuser where you put it in and it, you know, smokes out. I have the candle one, so you put the oil on top, put the candle underneath, and it just makes the whole house smell. I love that. So that's what I use. And also I buy candles, and I'm so excited because it's finally fall and pumpkin spice came out, and I love it's just so nostalgic to me to like whenever I'm stressed to put like a pine candle or like a pumpkin spice candle, and it just reminds me of the happy holidays. You know, it's very exciting. I buy my candles from HomeGoods because they are inexpensive. This one was $12.99. This one was $9.99, and this one is $7.99, and they come in such cute packaging. The only thing that sucks is that you can't go back and get the same candle because they're always different. They never have the same brand or scent in stock. However, I kind of like that. Like, you go back and you never know what you're gonna find. So I was so excited when I found this pumpkin spice one, and pumpkin chai is back. I'm so happy and excited for that. I'm gonna insert a clip here because I found it funny. You know, everything was closed for a while, and I guess in order for like HomeGoods and like TJ Maxx and all those types of stores to like open up, they had to clear a lot of stuff out. And I found it funny because I went shopping there yesterday, and I think it was their general manager or some type of manager that was there, and he just walked by and he was like, "This is the cleanest I've ever seen a HomeGoods in over 20 years. And I just started laughing because I'm like, I agree. Like, every time my fiance and I go there, he's always like, there's so much product everywhere. Everything is just thrown. Everything's all messed up. And ever since quarantine, like, it has just been so clean. So I'm going to insert footage here. And one thing that I say in the video, every time I buy a candle from them, I'm always scared that when I pick it off the glass, the whole like rack is just gonna shatter. So I'm always so terrified of that.
Every time I come here, I'm literally so scared that I'm going to pick up a candle and the whole thing is just gonna fall.
Okay, another thing that I do to de-stress is take a warm bath. So I will use Epsom salt, especially on days that I work out super hard. Just warm water, throw some of that in there. I also I never was a big person on bath bombs, but my mom bought me some a few years ago that I had still had, and honestly it reminds me of these like magical baths that she used to make me take when I was younger, because there was like 7 of them for 7 days and they all had a different color. So I like seeing the bath bomb dissolve and then it changes your water color. I don't know, it just brings me back memories of times when I was a kid. And another tip is I drink tea. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't consume alcohol. I don't like the idea of having to rely on a substance like that is unhealthy, expensive, and just not good for your health. I don't find it a good idea to be addicted to something, especially something that will eventually kill you. So I feel like caffeine is a healthy alternative, and I don't drink coffee. So in a cup of coffee, there's like 200 milligrams of caffeine per like 8 ounces. Tea has like 20 to 40. So I bought this tea rack from Amazon. I have different types of tea here, both herbal, both caffeinated. So I have this honey lemon lavender stress relief by Yogi that I will drink at night sometimes when I just can't seem to calm down. And then since I started going to school and the semester seems to be killing me, I like to drink like Earl Grey tea just to keep me awake throughout the day. It is enough, believe me, a little goes a long way for me. I'm always so hyper. But I do study, like, if you saw my video on the follow me around 8 hours a day, no, it's been about 12 this week. If my background drops, I apologize. My cat is right here rubbing his face on it, so it might fall. But anyway, yeah, other things to stress. I think talking things out. So when I signed up for school, my school is in Texas, it is online. I was told if I couldn't find a preceptor that I would have to fly to Texas basically and do my clinical hours there. Well, I have 720 clinical hours to complete. So I was told a week ago or 2 weeks ago that I didn't have a preceptor and that I'd have to fly to Texas. And I immediately, like, as soon as I read the email, I just started bawling. Like, I was so frustrated and so upset, and I just started crying. I called my parents and I called my fiance, and it was so funny how they each reacted to me. My dad was like, oh well, you knew what you signed up for. Gotta do what you gotta do. I'm like, okay, thanks, Dad. My mom was like, why are you crying? Relax. You always stress yourself out for no reason and things end up okay. And my fiance was like, it's okay, don't worry, we will find someone, I will help you. And I was just like, it's so funny how every single person reacts differently to a situation. Obviously it's not their situation, but it's mine. But one thing that I like is when people don't let you pity yourself. Like, I think what stresses people out most is the fear of the unknown. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen, you feel like the weight of the world is crushing on you, and that is what's so stressful, is you don't know what the outcome is gonna be. You just wanna know. And that's one thing that I had to learn, to just let it go. Cry it out. Like, I had a good cry. I was very upset. I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I stay organized. Like, I cried about it, I talked to a couple people, I figured out a plan, and now I feel better. And I spent, what, an hour or two crying and stressing over it. For what reason? And you have to remind yourself that every single bad situation that you have been through, you're still here, you're still alive. Like, like Harvey Dent says, the night is always darkest just before the dawn. Like, things will always get better. Another thing is, my job is so humbling to me. Like, my job is stressful, but it's like, I go to work, I'm stressed about something, I leave my problems at the door, and then when I go into my patient's room, it just humbles me instantly, because it's like, things could be a lot worse. And that is one thing that I love about my job, is that it has just given me more patience, it has made me a better person, and it has humbled me to realize that maybe things are not okay now, but they will be okay. And there's no point in stressing about things. So I hope a little bit of these tips helped you. Is there anything that I didn't mention, or if you just want to say a couple of things that make you feel better or help you de-stress, comment down below. Have a great day.